Night falls over the rugged mountains of Laconia. Moonlight glints across bronze shields stacked inside the barracks of Sparta. Somewhere in the darkness, a young soldier tightens his armor. His Corinthian helmet rests beside him. For centuries, a single belief echoed across the Greek world. The warriors of Sparta were unstoppable. From Thermopylae, where King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans faced Xerxes' massive army, the legend grew. On countless battlefields, Spartan hoplites marched in perfect formation. Discipline, endurance, devotion to war. Other Greek cities produced philosophers and artists. Sparta produced soldiers. A reputation emerged, surviving 2 millennia. But here is the question few people ask. Were Spartans truly the best warriors, or was their reputation larger than reality? History is rarely simple. Beyond the myth, Spartan warfare becomes complex and fascinating. Tonight, we walk through real battlefields, from Thermopylae to Plataea, from rise to shattering decline. We'll meet kings, generals, and rival armies. The answer to this ancient question may surprise you. Before we step onto those battlefields, subscribe to the channel. Here, we step inside history. If you enjoy exploring realities behind ancient legends, you're in the right place. Let's begin. A reputation forged in war. To understand Sparta's extraordinary reputation, we must examine its society. Unlike Athens or Corinth, Sparta organized nearly every aspect of its culture around military strength. From a young age, Spartan boys endured hardship, discipline, and obedience through the agoge. This system transformed children into disciplined soldiers, fighting shoulder to shoulder in the hoplite phalanx. But the true source of their reputation wasn't training alone. It was performance on the battlefield. During the early classical period, Sparta emerged as the dominant military power of the Peloponnese. Their soldiers were known for something rare: unbreakable discipline under pressure. Greek battles were often decided by who broke first, but Spartan formations were famous for not breaking. This strength was first demonstrated during the Persian Wars. Thermopylae, the battle that created the myth. In 480 BCE, Xerxes I invaded Greece with an enormous army. Greek city-states struggled to coordinate, but King Leonidas of Sparta stepped forward. With a small Greek force, including 300 Spartans, Leonidas marched to the narrow pass of Thermopylae. The geography was crucial: steep mountains, the sea, and a narrow passage. The massive Persian army couldn't deploy. For 3 days, Spartans and allies held the pass. Wave after wave of Persians attacked. The Greek line held. Spartans rotated fighters, maintained formation, using shields and spears with devastating effectiveness. But eventually, Persians discovered a hidden mountain path. Greek forces were outflanked. Leonidas dismissed most of the Greek army, remaining with his Spartans and allies. They fought to the death. Militarily, Thermopylae was a defeat. Culturally, it became a symbol: Spartans choosing death over surrender. The image spread, solidifying the idea that Spartans represented the ultimate warriors. But were they truly unbeatable? Thermopylae gave Sparta a powerful reputation. But reputation and reality are not always the same. After the Persian Wars, the Greek world entered new conflicts. The most famous was the Peloponnesian War, from 431 to 404 BCE, Sparta against its rival, Athens. Athens possessed the strongest navy, vast financial resources, and allied cities. Sparta relied on its elite land army. For nearly 3 decades, the powers fought. Spartan commanders like Brasidas and Lysander proved capable. With Persian financial support, Sparta defeated Athens. In 404 BCE, Sparta appeared at its peak. For a moment, the legend seemed true. Sparta ruled Greece, but history wasn't finished testing them. The rise of a rival, Thebes. After the Peloponnesian War, resentment toward Spartan control grew. One city challenged their dominance: Thebes. Once overshadowed, Thebes evolved under brilliant generals. At Leuctra, in 371 BC, Epaminondas introduced a radical tactic. He concentrated his strongest troops. This formation smashed into the elite Spartan right wing. The impact was devastating. For the first time in centuries, a Spartan army was destroyed. Hundreds of Spartan citizens died. The shock echoed throughout Greece. The supposedly invincible Spartan system had collapsed. The reality behind the legend. Spartan soldiers were undoubtedly among the most disciplined warriors. Their training, social structure, and cohesion made them formidable opponents. But they were not invincible. Not always the largest army, nor the most innovative. Leuctra demonstrated even the most feared system can be defeated by adaptation and strategy. Sparta's greatest strength, its rigid military culture, also became its greatest weakness. While other cities evolved, Sparta remained committed to tradition. That rigidity limited its ability to respond. So were Spartans truly the greatest warriors? In discipline, endurance, and reputation, they were formidable. But history shows the Greek world produced many brilliant generals and powerful armies. Athens dominated seas. Thebes revolutionized tactics. Macedon, under Philip II and Alexander, surpassed them all. The Spartans were not unbeatable, but they were something perhaps even more interesting. A society that built its entire identity around war, leaving a legend that still echoes thousands of years later. If you enjoyed exploring the reality behind history's most powerful military myths, consider subscribing. Here we go beyond famous stories. We examine the real lives, decisions, and battles that shaped the ancient world. And if you stayed with us until the end of this journey into Sparta, thank you for watching.